Consider this. You've been fasting for 16, 18, maybe even 20 hours and it's finally time to eat. The question is, what's the best meal to break your fast with? Now if you're hearing the word fasting and immediately picturing a monk sitting cross-legged in a monastery, let's get one thing straight. We're talking about intermittent fasting, a cyclical eating pattern that alternates between fasting and eating windows. It's like a diet, but without the dire need to count every single calorie. Sounds pretty neat, right? But here's where it can get a bit tricky. You see, there's a myth floating around that there's a single best first meal to break your fast with. Like there's some secret food combination out there that will instantly transform you into a superhero. But let's debunk that right here, right now. The truth is, there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all first meal. Shocking, I know. What you break your fast with can depend on a multitude of factors. Think about your activity level. Are you a gym rat or more of a couch potato? What about your health goals? Are you trying to lose weight, gain muscle, or just maintain your current physique? Then there are dietary preferences to consider. Are you vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, or an omnivore? And let's not forget about personal triggers. Foods that make you feel bloated, sluggish, or just plain icky. The point is, your first meal should be as unique as you are. It's not about following a strict regimen, but about finding what works best for you. And remember, if you're managing any medical conditions, it's always a good idea to consult your healthcare professionals for personalized guidance. So, as we venture into the world of intermittent fasting and first meals, let's keep an open mind. There's a smorgasbord of options out there waiting to be explored. And remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The best first meal is the one that works best for you. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty. What factors should you consider when deciding on your first meal post-fasting? Now, the first thing to consider is nutrient balance. You want to ensure that your meal includes a good mix of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. This balance is crucial for providing sustained energy and promoting feelings of satiety after your fast. Next, your meal should be gentle on your digestion. After a period of fasting, your digestive system is like a car engine on a cold winter morning. It needs a bit of time to warm up before you hit the gas. So, avoid overly heavy or greasy meals that might cause discomfort. Think more along the lines of a light, nutritious meal that will ease your body back into the swing of things. Hydration is another vital factor. After fasting, your body needs to rehydrate, and water plays a big role in aiding digestion. So before you even think about food, grab a glass of water. Then consider incorporating hydration-rich foods into your first meal. Foods like cucumbers, watermelon, or even a warm bowl of soup can do wonders for rehydration. And finally, the most important factor of all, listen to your body. We're all unique, and what works for one person might not work for another. Pay attention to your body's hunger cues and energy levels. Are you starving first thing in the morning? Or do you find that you're not hungry until later in the day? These cues can guide your decision about what and when to eat. Remember, experimenting is key. You might need to try a few different meal options and timings to see what's best for you. It's like trying on a new pair of shoes. You need to walk around in them a bit to see if they're a good fit. Paying attention to these factors can help you fuel your body wisely and make the most of your first meal after fasting. So, don't stress about finding the perfect first meal. Instead, focus on finding the best meal for you, one that aligns with your body's needs and your personal preferences. Happy fasting! And remember, if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Now let's take a look at some of the top contenders for your first meal. And no, we're not talking about a breakfast of champions filled with donuts and bacon, tempting as that may sound. As we've been saying, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to breaking your fast. But there are some crowd favorites that might just tickle your taste buds too. First up, we have the high-protein breakfast. This could look like a plate of scrambled eggs with a side of avocado, or perhaps a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with a handful of berries and a sprinkle of almonds. For those of you who are always on the go, a lean protein smoothie might be your speed. Whiz up some spinach, a scoop of protein powder, a banana, and a splash of almond milk, and you've got yourself a quick and easy meal that's high in protein and packed with nutrients. Next on the list are nourishing bowls. Think quinoa tossed with colorful veggies, chickpeas, and a drizzle of tahini dressing. Or how about a comforting bowl of lentil soup served with a slice of whole wheat bread? These meals are not only filling but also provide a balance of protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats. Of course, we can't forget about salads, but hold on, we're not talking about a sad bowl of lettuce here. Imagine a piece of grilled salmon resting on a bed of leafy greens topped with slices of creamy avocado and a dressing made with olive oil and lemon juice. Or a chicken salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and a handful of nuts for that added crunch. These salads are a far cry from boring and are sure to keep you satisfied for hours. And for those days when you're looking at leftovers from last night's dinner, why not reinvent them into a delicious first meal? Stir-fry your leftover lean protein with some fresh veggies, or toss some more vegetables into your leftover lentil soup, or perhaps you have some baked salmon. Pair it with some roasted vegetables and you've got yourself a meal. But remember, these are just suggestions. The best part about intermittent fasting is the freedom to personalize your meals. Enjoy spicy foods, add some heat to your meals, follow a plant-based diet. There are plenty of plant proteins out there. Love Mediterranean cuisine? Incorporate those flavors into your meals. The key is to experiment and find what works best for you. This is your journey after all. So, whether you're a fan of breakfast foods or prefer lunch-type meals, it's all about choosing foods that you enjoy and that provide your body with the nutrients it needs. Remember, the best first meal is the one that you enjoy and that fuels your body effectively. So, go ahead, get creative in the kitchen and find your perfect first meal. Let's not forget, your first meal is just one piece of the puzzle. Let's talk about building sustainable habits for success. While we've spent a good amount of time discussing what to break your fast with, it's crucial to remember that the rest of your eating window matters just as much. You see, intermittent fasting isn't just about when you eat, but also about what you eat and how you eat it. This is where the concept of mindful eating comes into play. This doesn't mean you need to meditate with your avocado toast, but rather, it's about being present and aware during your meals. Try to savor each bite, enjoy the flavors, and most importantly, listen to your body. Are you truly hungry, or are you just bored? Has your body had enough, or are you just eating because there's still food on the plate? Next up is portion control. It's easy to overeat when you've been fasting, especially if your first meal is a feast fit for a king. But remember, the goal is not to stuff yourself to the brim, but to fuel your body with the nutrients it needs. So try to gauge your portions wisely. A good rule of thumb is to fill half your plate with veggies, a quarter with lean protein, and the remaining quarter with complex carbs. Now let's talk about processed foods. They might be convenient and tasty, but they're not the best fuel for your body. Instead, focus on whole foods that are rich in nutrients. Think fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. But here's the catch. You might face challenges along the way. Increased hunger, cravings, or even mood swings are common, especially in the beginning. But don't worry, this is all part of the journey. The key is to listen to your body and make adjustments as needed. Maybe you need to tweak your fasting window, or perhaps your body is asking for more protein. Remember, this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Adopting these habits can help you succeed with intermittent fasting in the long run. So, keep experimenting, keep adjusting, and most importantly, keep listening to your body. You've got this. So, what's the best first meal for intermittent fasting? Well, it's the one that works best for you. That's the nugget of wisdom we've been exploring throughout this video. It's not about finding the one-size-fits-all magic meal. It's about discovering what nourishes your body, fuels your day, and aligns with your health goals. We've talked about the importance of nutrient balance, staying hydrated, and making choices that are gentle on your digestion. We've dived into a world of diverse meal options, from high-protein breakfasts to nourishing and healthy salads. Remember, it's not just about the first bite after your fast, it's about building sustainable habits for success. Mindful eating, portion control, and avoiding processed foods are all key. And above all, listen to your body. Experiment, adjust, learn. So ahead, experiment, personalize, and find what works best for your unique body and goals. And don't forget to share your favorite first meal ideas with us. If found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more useful tips and guides on intermittent fasting. Your support helps us create more content for you.